Rubaiyat of Hafiz. LibriVox.org by Algie Pugg, Perth, Western Australia. When rosebuds into chalices unroll for love of wine, Narcissus bears the bowl. Ah, happy he who learns the crimson lore, and, wine's own Sufi, liberates his soul. Of that old wine some vanished sultan grew, give me, that I may paint life's scenes anew. Oh, make me heedless of the heedless world, that I may sing the world's desire to you. Come, love, and wine beside the river's brink. In every cup some shallow care we'll sink. Life's span is but the roses, 10 dear days, then chain the 10 with laughter's golden link. O lovers, you whose happy hands enlace, for whom time's wheel, forgotten, flies apace, when my time cometh, hail the endless round, that other Aprils may recall my face. Come thou, and bring me wine, the source of joy, heed not the wiles that meaner foes employ. Smooth is the speech of him who bids thee stay, and sweet are words that sweeter lips decoy. If, like us, you should fall into love's snare, wine, wine alone, can free you from despair. We are the world-consuming revellers, sit not with us, lest none should speak you fair. Youth is the tap that draws the wine most sweet. Unhappy lover, drink and drown defeat. Creation rocks to ruin in the end, and ruined lords their ruined halls complete. Take not your lips from the tankard's brimming lip, lest fame and fortune in a moment slip. In the world cup are sweet and bitter blent, one from love's mouth, one from the tankard's sip. A woman's smile, a lute to rouse the morn, a nook, a heart unbound, a flagon drawn, and when the red wine dances through my veins, from Hatim I'll not beg a barley corn. My moon, in whose grave beauty day grows dim, a fairer disk than Kowsar's rounded rim, hath cast all hearts into her dimple's well, and, sealed with amber, bade them sink or swim. As, one by one, the garments from her glide, behold a moon that hath no peer beside. O flesh so frail that her red heart imbues, like a red ruby stains the lucent tide. Around her waist my hand unchided stole. This much I gained, yet still desired the whole. My arm circled round the citadel, and still unmastered she defied control. I said, "Ah, pretty mole of my delight!" She answered, "Oh, thou fond and foolish wight! No mole the mirror of my charm retains, 'tis thy dark glance upon my beauty bright." Quoth I, "Your lip?" "The fount of life," she cried. Quoth I, "Your mouth?" "'Tis sugar, coral dyed." Quoth I, "Your speech?" Ah, sweetly Hafiz sang, for each soft word some golden tongue is tied. The eyes that Babil's sorceries hath taught, must all their bright enchantments come to naught? And that small ear, nay, from the fadeless pearls of Hafiz's song her pendant shall be wrought. O you, to whom the sun and moon have bowed upon your threshold's dust their foreheads proud, bid me not burn in expectation's fire, nor seat me in the shadow of the cloud. Think not to scorn the fierceness of a sigh. From that which kindles flame may flames draw nigh. Oh, be not heedless of the tears of night, or the dawn's grey sighs that neath your casement die. My heart makes room for grief of you. By this dear grief my wounds shall heal anew. The more you heap your vengeance on my heart, the more tormented, she shall prove more true. Tonight I'll sleep in blood for all my pain. Without the bed of rest I shall remain. Sweet, an you doubt me, send your wraith or dreams to watch the night upon my torment wane. She told me, I am yours to have and hold. Take heart, let care by patience be controlled. Ah, what is heart? Some greybeard doth reply, the clot of blood 1,000 cares enfold. She gave me first the loving cup to bind, the cup of cruelty she then assigned, and when, with soul and body burned, I fell dust at her feet, she gave me to the wind. I was a beggar, of her love bereft, salt rankles in the wound that parting left. My heavy heart one day foretold the end, then fell the sword, and our one life was cleft. Sweet, you have moulded me to please the foe. I was like spring that now like autumn grow. Once in your quiver still and straight I lay, till passion came and bent me like a bow. Return, my soul your wandering beauty seeks. Return, my heart her desolation speaks. O golden sunshine of your face reveal, and burn the blinding teardrops from my cheeks. In crowds I see no image save thine own, my ways are centred in thy street alone, and though thou reignest, and the world hath sleep, no kiss of slumber my tired lids have known. Alone, I weep more tears than candles shed, tears like the twinkling flagon's rosy red, and like the wine cup, since the heart is full, when the sad harp bewails, my tears are bled. Ah, love, for kisses long withheld I die. Your absent lips have slain me with a sigh. A ruthless pen writes finis to my tale. Return, for while I wait, again I die. Who can recall the rosebud of Chegil, the story of the burning heart reveal? My heart is desolate, since friends are none to whom my tale of sorrows can appeal. Your eyes, where lies and magic play their part, from whose false dusk the swords of battle start, how soon they weary of my constant sight! Stones that were tears now strike me from your heart. Each friend who of constancy became a foe, each lovely face a soiling flame, they say, the night is great with hidden things. Since none beheld her, who hath shared her shame? A time of broken vows that none would mend. The bitter foe was once a faithful friend. So to the skirts of solitude I cling, lest friendship lure me to an evil end. For gold the beauties of the world are wed, their charms upon the merchant's mat they spread. Even that sultan of the worlds of spring, the proud Narcissus, droops a golden head. How shall this golden tyranny abide, this breaking of a people's heart and pride? There is a blood-stained sword in broken hearts, whom the red steel doth follow woe betide. When tyrants rule, can gold redeem the earth? When sorrow haunts the home, can joy have birth? Not all the promised aeons of delight these 7 dull days of mortal care are worth. O son, withdraw your heart from faithless time. Let faith, her husband, be your friend sublime. Be heartless, ere like me you vainly seek to hold her mocking beauty with a rhyme. Oh, would that fortune met me by the way, that changing time would grant me slow delay, and when the reins fell from the hands of youth, that age might prove the stirrup for my stay. In vain pursuits the random years have flown. What gain is mine from summers overthrown? The friends of yours are numbered with my foes. The lilies fall, the roses all are blown. Each day some greater grief my heart hath borne. mine eyes are pierced by separation's thorn, and destiny to all my plaint replies, another load awaits another morn. Yet what avails to foam with grief like wine? We may not cope with sorrows line on line. Those young fresh lips divorce not from the cup, lips that are young make every draught divine. Seek not to compass vengeance for thy wrong, but draw the sparkling wine with mirth and song. Take wit and wisdom to thy tent alone, fools to the company of fools belong. Better the world in a mortal bray, dip in the heart's blood as it ebbs away, or drag 100 years of chains and gloom, than for one moment with a fool delay. Cease, cease to sorrow for a world of sin. Forsake the world and all thou hast therein. Go, follow love where wine cups fire the gloom, where the red vintage swells the tawny skin. A girl whose figure shamed the cypress tall let her bright beauty on a mirror fall. I laid a kerchief at her feet. She smiled. What happy thought of union holds you thrall? Methinks I hear joy beating with his wings, the perfume of passionate roses round me clings. The wind has caught a story from her mouth. Oh, rare and wondrous is the tale he brings. Return, return, thou many-voiced gale, warm with my burning, her young heart assail. Lest she be angered, sing to her alone, yet in the midst of maidens tell my tale. Whence did the tangles of your hair arise, and the dreams that haunt the shadows of your eyes? Since none have shaken petals on your path, oh whence the attar that around you lies? The jasmine blooms in the shadow of your hair, lips beyond a price, since Aiden's pearls lie there. Like you, the soul is ever wine inspired, the wine's bright soul shines through a form as fair. Roselit, my tears like her twin roses show, my heart's red blood through aching eyes doth flow. She asked me, seeking for a fair reply, why do thine eyes like lakes in twilight glow? O great of soul! How gladly would I give all that I am to thee by whom I live! If thou wouldst know the bitterness of hell, pour friendship's water through an empty sieve. Sweet lips soon break the promise they proclaim, God's lovers never keep them from the flame. If the beloved yield to your desire, yielding, she writes the record of your fame. I clung to the beloved's locks with tears, I said, be thou physician of my fears? She answered, take me, let my tresses go, cling light to pleasure, not to length of years. 'Twere folly to thyself to be more kind, or from creation call thyself to mind. Learn wisdom from the pupil of the eye, that looks on all men yet to self is blind. Ask strength of him who plucked at Khaybar's door, the gift of giving from his slave implore. O Hafiz, if for grace of God thou yearn, ask of the fount for wine of Kawsar's store. Then, long as stands the heavenly decree, the wind shall tell the youngest rose of thee. The cup that lights the hand of Takhtamun, drink, and thou shalt be love's immortally. Around life's keep the rodent waters roar, the measure of our years is brimming o'er. Soon, soon, O friend, the janitor of time shall cast life's chattels through the broken door. We hope for all things from the sky's caress, yet tremble as the leaf when days grow less. You said no colour beyond black abides, then why the snows upon the raven tress? Come, sit with love, and while the wine cup flows, enfold the cypress form, the heart of rose. O wounded lover seeking to be whole, ask Hajjam's lancet of the cure it knows. That night, we wrought love's miracle again. For one brief gloom one soul was born of twain. Now death shall weary at the springs of youth by singing waters that he sealed in vain. The Sultan's friend, known by the least to fame, giver of golden words that all acclaim, who goes from Shiraz unto Samarcand that Haji Hafiz thrills not with his name? O thou, great almoner of human need, who solvest all, dispensing blame and meed, why should I bare my secret heart to thee, since all my hidden secrets thou canst read? The rosebud hides herself for shame of thee, nor drowsed Narcissus dare to look on thee. How can the rose her sovereignty proclaim? Her light is of the moon's from thee. Blame not my tears for the secret they confessed. Deal gently with a heart that cannot rest. O Sufi, since thou knowest his desire, scorn not the wanderer for the lifelong quest. One that should dwell in squalor for a space of former pride will not retain a trace, but some poor stranger in a foreign land sighs, and remembers still his native place. The way to thee lies over grief and pain. The soul gropes on, the darkness doth remain. We only look upon the perfect face when the lamp failing shows the quest is vain. Till the desire of love be gratified, till the body's kingdom without king abide, my hope is ever of the court of God, that all the gates of joy be open wide. End of the Rubaiyat of Hafiz. This recording is in the public domain.